for prisoner of war. I ran an organizer then. I came into the streets and I haven't left the scene, but as we all must become organizers, we must stay in the streets and make this movement grow. Please sign up with an organization today. As Mike said, there are so many groups here today. Sign up with answers, never less fans before. We expect you to stay in the streets. We expect you to bring your friends, your family, your whole community. You want to see everybody in the streets until this war is shut down. Thank you, sisters and brothers.
Well, you know, when President Obama said Syria is a risk to national security. Do we believe that? No! You know what is a national security issue, I think? They just closed over 50 schools in Chicago. 50 working class schools and public schools in Chicago. I think that's a national security issue, right? I think if a bomb blew up those schools, we would call it a national security issue, right? But when the government does it and they say there's not enough money, we're supposed to just accept it. But they have plenty of money to put into a cruise missile and kill other students halfway around the world. But you know what? When the rich want a war, when the oil tycoons want a war, when the military-industrial complex CEOs want a war, do they send their own children? No! Is it their neighbors who come home in body bags? No! Is it their sons and daughters who lose their legs? No, it's us! They send us to go die! They send people who want to go to college, people who want a job, people who want a home and health care for their families. That's why we have a lot of military veterans out here today. I was an organization also called March Schooling, a radical group of veterans and service members. I'm also on the board of directors of a group called Veterans for Peace. Nationwide, very big organization. Right now, we're going to hear really quickly from the president of Veterans for Peace here in Los Angeles, Michael Hinley. Give it up for Michael, another veteran here today. Thank you very much. One of the things I see today is that we have a lot of young people here. This is important that you're here because this war is what you're going to end up paying for, and we're going to stop it. We're going to stop the money coming out of our pockets and put it back into the young people's pockets where it belongs. Right now. A couple weeks ago, Obama went to Congress, supposedly went to Congress and asked Congress to pardon Bush and his buddies. They actually did this. We wanted to cover that on that they are corrupt, they are illegal, and we have to stop them right today, and we got to keep moving on forward. I'll make a place called Arlington West. We've been talking about the coastal war for almost 10 years now. If anything you want to find out about it, we're on the beach in Santa Monica. Every Sunday we've been on the beach there in Santa Monica for 10 years. And we've been telling people about the corrupt wars that are going on. We've got to stop them. They want more. We got to stop them because they do it. That money's going to come out of the young people's pockets, and we got to stop that. Thank you very much. Next, I mean, as you can see here today, that we have a lot of people from the Arab American and the Syrian American community there. Let's make some noise for them. We don't want to be looking in the face of the people who have family members who are going to be bombed in today or tomorrow or the next day. That's really why we're out here today, to stand against the innocent people in Syria who will die under this onslaught by the U.S. war machine. I want to bring up a speaker from this organization, Arab Americans for Syria. Let's hear it from Reza. All power to the people. All power to the people. I want to ask every one of you here that tell me, which country in the past and present time has the bloodiest history of invasion, slavery, destruction in other countries. We know that. We know that 1 million people were slaughtered in Indonesia. They replaced, a government, democratic government with Suharto. In Iran, 1953, in Chile, in Panama. This country, since the inception of coming to a government, has killed, invaded, and slaughtered thousands of people around the world. This is the best time. When they invaded Yugoslavia, everybody
A state that didn't do nothing. Now it's Syria. Tomorrow is Iran. And next is China. We have all to stand up and fight together and say no more war in Latin America, no more war in Middle East. Let's defeat the U.S. imperialism. It's the enemy of the whole world. Down with U.S. imperialism. Down with U.S. imperialism. Down with U.S. imperialism.
Thank you, Rachel. All right, next we're going to hear from the representative from a dynamic new organization. You may have heard of them. They're doing amazing things all over the country to stand up for the rights of the most oppressed people in the United States, the indigenous community that has endured the real brunt of not only the war machine, but the colonial machine that founded this country. Make some noise for I Do No More.
I just came from Lamert Park. 50 years of looking for justice and the quality of life issues that we have with housing, with food, with our connection to sacred water, and to basically our fundamental rights to being happy, to being free, and to have real choices. The documents of human rights around the world and our civil liberties here being chipped away by the idle minds and the stupidity of men signed documents from 500 years ago that do not ever deliver the promise of equity towards the nations of indigenous people. Globally, I Don't Know Angeles is connected to I Don't Know More Japan, Papua New Guinea, Australia, Chile, Peru. Women are not idle. It's an indigenous warriors women movement because the men, some men, not all men, have made decisions about where our resources for our energy are going to come from, how we're going to grow our food. How is it, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children, that we can allow this to happen globally without knowing that whatever happens in Peru is going to affect us here? Whatever happens in Japan, Fukushima, forget it. It's over. Game over. We need each other more than ever. Our community is not just down the street around the corner. Our community is our global brothers and sisters. We had Sundance in South Dakota, and my sisters came from there. Lakota sisters who shared stories of the lost women there. 16-year-old girl, after the prayer, was found dead, because the people that are putting that pipeline through grabbed her, sexually assaulted her for days. After she was gang raped, they left her for dead and dead. Her family members want to know why, who. But we don't hear about that in mass media news because it's not sexy. It doesn't sell the oil that we supposedly need. Well, I came here on mass transit. And I took the time to make the time to be the change. And guess what? We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're here today together, and I plan to meet you here again with some more brothers and more sisters, and definitely teach the young ones the real history of these United States. Because as we speak today, as we are here, they're ethnically wiping our education, historically making it a one-chapter deal, a one-page deal, a one-culture deal, because they don't want us to be upset. They don't want us to be angry. They don't want us to know the truth. But the truth lives right here, and the connections that I see here, because you took the time, you took the bus, you parked your car, you carpooled, you walked, you skated, you bike rode, to get over here to say, no war in Syria! No war in Syria! No war in Syria!
No war in Syria!
Tuesday, I hope I see you, because I have to announce, it's the best kept secret, Major Western Summit Oil Conference, 9th and Olympic for 3 days, September 3rd, Tuesday, from 4 to 8. The Native brothers and sisters are going to be opening up with prayer and saying, no more, no more, no more oil. The 3rd and the 4th, it's open to occupiers, it's open to move on, it's open to Iraqi veterans who want to take it on. They're having a golf tournament. They're having 3 days of a conference that's been held here since 1959. I'll see you Tuesday, 9th and Olympic at 4 o'clock.
Let's make some noise, I know more. I know people are feeling hot, but are you too hot to march through the streets of downtown Los Angeles?